Hey guys, Profe Pablo here, Spanish teacher turned Minecraft engineer. Today we are going to be making a stackable sweet berry farm. It is kind of semi-AFK. I mean, all you have to do is hold down the trigger button and you get to harvest from this thing. Here, let me show you. It's going to be cool. Look, you just harvest the berries. I'm going in this track. All I'm doing is holding down the trigger button. And I'm automatically harvesting berries here. And as you can see, I'm not picking up too many right now, but that's because I just harvested them. When I go back down, I'm going to collect them, so it takes it a second. Just watch my numbers, watch. As you can see, my numbers are growing. My berries, I'm harvesting quite a few. You just get stacks on stacks of berries this way. It's pretty awesome. So in this video, we are going to see this video in 3 parts. The first part is we are going to make a single layer version of this farm for the lazy. Then for the people who like OP farms, we are going to do the stackable version of this farm so you can make it as tall as you would like to make it. And then at the end, I'm going to show you what to do with all these sweet berries. Enough chit chat, let's get going. But before I get going, let me mention that if you do the supply list for this video and post it in the comments, I will pin your comment to the top, and I will also give you a shout out in my next video. If I'm being honest, I probably owe somebody a shout out in this video, but I haven't posted in a while. So if I owe you a shout out, let me know. I'll give it to you in the next video. All right, let's get going. So the first version of this farm, you can actually do it on the ground. So I know this is a super flat world and you are probably not playing in super flat, but if you clear out a flat area of land, you should be fine. What I'm going to do to mark this off is set up a row of 20 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 20, just like that. Then you'll need to come 19 blocks this way from the corner and go ahead and finish off that square. Just like that. Now, you can make this bigger or smaller. I just made it 20 by 20 because that's the size I want to make it. You can make it bigger if you want. What I'm going to do now is go along the outline and just make these a different block because I'm not going to use this outline to plant sweet berries, and I want to remind myself of that. So I'm going to do that real quick. Okay, great. There we go. Now, what I'm going to do is place a fence post here and another fence post over here. Just like that. And now on this row that's going this way, that's going to be the back of your build. On this row, which is the side, what we're going to do is skip a block, come over here and go in one like that. Skip a block, come over here, come back to the edge. We're going to do that all the way down. And then on this other side, we're going to do the opposite. So if you have a post that's off of the ledge, follow it all the way to the opposite side of where the posts are and put it on the edge. And then we're going to skip a block, come up like that, skip a block, come down like that. You get the point. Okay, just like that. And you'll notice that these aren't staggered like those. That's okay. Don't worry about that. Okay, and now what you need is a whole bunch of slabs. I'm going to put a slab here, just like this. And the reason that we need these slabs is for berry protection. These berries, when you're in the minecarts, are dangerous, even when you're out of the minecarts, and these slabs keep you protected. So we are just going to connect each one of these rows with slabs. We're going to put a slab on top of a fence post, run it to the other fence post, just like that. We are going to do that with all of the fence posts. You should be able to get plenty of wood from a spruce tree farm. You can check out my tree farms on my channel. They're one of my favorite things to do. I get lots of criticism because I do a lot of tree farms, but hey, why not? Okay, so you're going to get something that looks like that. It looks kind of cool. If the asymmetry is bothering you over here, just make that one shorter. You'll be fine. Okay, and then I would suggest going ahead and planting your sweet berries so that they can start growing while you finish the farm. So you're planting those under each one of these slabs. Again, as long as the berries are under slabs, you should not get hurt, even when you AFK. I built a version of this farm before, but I don't think people realize the power of it. Like, you can have unlimited sweet berries, which means you can have unlimited bone meal. I didn't put on protection, though, and I found out later that that farm could kill you if you AFK, so we had to add the slabs for protection. Okay, good. Now we have sweet berries under each one of these slabs. They are already starting to change block states, which means they're going to be growing berries soon. Now, what you can do is kind of come to the middle. It doesn't have to be the exact middle unless you are extremely detail-oriented. And you could take a block of redstone and place it in a row in between the rows of berry bushes, just like this. Okay, and now you need powered rails. You are going to connect these just like that. You just need 3. 3 is enough to get you back up to top speed. Okay, and you will need 1 more, and that will need to go over here on the side. So, again, somewhere towards the middle, replace a block, one of these gray blocks, with a redstone block, and then grab your powered rail. 1, 2, 3. Now we just need to connect all of these rails with normal rails. So start wherever you like, and then you want to connect it down this line, this side, connecting to that. And then we are going to zigzag our way through each one of these berry rows. So we're just going to go this way. Oops, went a little too far. Should be able to curve around this way, connect, and you're going to snake your way around. I'll give you a bird's eye view in just a minute. There you go. And honestly, not sure why I left a gap here. I think I did that because berries were, when we were harvesting them, they were kind of flying over here sometimes. You could extend this way and then run the rails all the way to the edge. It doesn't matter, but this is what mine looks like at the end. Take a good hard look, zoom in if you like, and that basically is the berry farm. Now, let me show you. I'm going to get a minecart, and I'm going to put the minecart here. And then I'm going to jump in the minecart. Let me turn over to survival. And then you just kind of push your minecart either way, whichever way you want to go. It will eventually hit a powered rail and pick up speed. And then you just hold down your interact button, your harvest button on your controller or on your PC, and you're going to start harvesting these berries. And every time you pass a berry bush, your hand's going to move, and then it starts over. As you can see, I just went through it once. I already have 10 berries, and not all the bushes are fully grown yet. And I could literally just sit here and do this all day, no problem. When you hop out, you do want to make sure that you break your cart. Otherwise, it messes with the flow next time you get on. Okay, so that is the 1 layer farm. Now let's say that you want to make this uber productive and do another layer. Well, all you need to do is build up 1, 2, 3, and then this next layer is going to mirror the layer underneath it. So to make it look solid on the corners, I'm going to place blocks. Now, I actually am going to have to break some of these because of our rail system. We have to get the rail up here. Okay, this is the floor, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. Oh, actually, on this back row, I forgot to mention this. You can go ahead and lay down some blocks. You want a wall on this back row so that all the berries are forced forward and not backwards. So whichever way you're pointing, you want to create a wall back here. There's more efficient ways to do this. You don't have to create a double wall. I'm just doing it to close off this back section. Yeah, like that. Okay, let's go ahead and finish. I'm making the floor. And then I'm going to make that ledge that keeps the berries in, keeps them from falling out. Again, I'm going to have to break some of this in a minute. We'll experiment with that. Okay, and then this whole thing can be dirt or grass. It doesn't matter. When you cover up a level, you might want to light it up with a little bit of light. Whatever light you like. You just don't want mobs spawning under here, so, you know, throw some lights in. I would put them above the slabs, not above where you run your minecart, just in case you hit it with your minecart and it slows you down. I don't think that would happen, but you never know. Yep, above the slabs. There we go. Okay, and remember this back wall is actually supposed to be a wall. So I'm going to make it a wall. There we go. Fence post here. Fence post here. And then we start our thing where we come over 2, come up 1. Alternating these, doing the opposite over here. Put down your slabs for protection. Then you want to plant your berry bushes. Let's set up our rails over here, our redstone. So we're going to do that between the berry rows, just like this. You remember, do our power rails on top of that. And then we're going to connect those, but I want to wait on that because I want to see how we're going to connect it down here. So let me just kind of break away this side. Okay, so you can think of it as this way. This row that originally went back around, instead of it going back around, we're going to have it go up. And then what we're going to do is bring out another row here that goes down and starts stuff over. Let me show you. It's easier shown. So when we round this curve, we're going to start going up to our next row, which means we're going to have to break some blocks here. And to go up, you definitely need powered rails. So one of these will need to be a block of redstone to power everything. There you go. So yeah, so instead of going straight back across, we're going up to the next row. Then we're going to run the rail this way, oops, until it connects to the next one. Let's snake around. Okay, and instead of coming back and connecting over here somehow, we are going to actually go down this way. So I just have to build a little staircase down, just like that. I don't need powered rails going down. And there you go. I already connected it, or I could just, so that it runs the correct way. Oops. I could just take this row out and just have it run straight, and then it curves back around. Either way, it works. I am going to put a powered rail down here. There we go. So yeah, so again, the row next to the berries can work its way up, and then you skip a row and have that one go down. You just have to make sure your minecart's going the right direction. Let's test it out. Notice I'm not collecting the berries. That'll happen the second time around. Okay, a lot of these berries haven't grown yet. All right, now for the moment of truth. Yes, we connected back around, and now we're collecting. Look, holy cow. Okay, that was one loop around. Now, granted, my berries did have a chance to grow quite a bit because I was working on the second row. But as you can see on this next time around, we're still collecting quite a few berries. Okay, and that, my friends, was only 2 rows. Now, you can make it 3 rows. And the way you do that is this one that goes up, you want to make it go up to the top row. So the highest row, and then when you come down a row, you just want to come down one level at a time. Okay, so now what are you going to do with all of these berries? Well, in a video that I posted recently, what you want to do is take them over to a composting system, throw them into a composter, and get tons and tons of bone meal. So that's one thing you could do. You can eat them. You can use them for protection. I typically use them for decoration, but this does not look very decorative. Don't worry, I'm going to be creating a pack where sweet berries actually have more use than what the game gives them. We'll have tons of recipes. That's coming soon. Feels good to record after taking a break for a long time. I'm ProfePablo, and as always, thanks for watching.